Welcome back, Guardians, to a brand new video in the world of Destiny 2. I am D3, the fallen captain of all fallen captain. And in today's video, guys, we are going to be looking at all the ways that you can boost your light level or dark level to the max with just doing certain events, pinnacle events, powerful events, whatever you can think of. This is the day we are going to look over all of the weekly reset information, and I know there's a ton of other creators out there that do so much around this, but I'm just going to give you all the straight facts on everything that you are able to do today all the way up till next Tuesday to gain more light level and all that kind of stuff for your Guardians. So okay, Guardians, we are going to look into everything that you need to know about all the really cool playlists. So the first thing that I'm going to point out is the Gambit. All you have to do is complete 3 matches and you will gain your pinnacle gear for the Gambit side of things. And then if you go into Crucible, all you have to do is complete 3 matches within Control, Rumble, Elimination, or Team Scorch, and you will gain your pinnacle gear. Except for Survival, which is Glory. If you win 7 rounds, you will gain your powerful gear, which is Tier 1. And then we will look into the Dreaming City. The Dreaming City, what you have for Dreaming City today, you have the Last Wish. You complete 1 raid and you'll gain your pinnacle gear. And then if you go over to the dungeon, which is the Shatter Throne, complete this dungeon 1 round, you'll gain your pinnacle gear. The second thing we want to go look at is the moon and see what the moon has for us. Obviously, you want to bindings perform in the Nightmare Containment aboard the Derelict Leviathan, defeat Nightmare bosses, and bind Vestige of Dread with the Nightmare Harvester, which you do 2 of those, you get the powerful gear, but it goes up. I think it goes 2, 4, 6, so if you once you get to the 6th level and get past that, you get your powerful gear. Then down here, you got the Dungeon Duality. If you complete 1 round of that, you get the pinnacle gear. And then we hop on over to the server, defeat a Nightmare boss in server, and then loot the chest. All you have to do is pick any of them. Now we are going to check the Savathun's Throne World. This is what all the really cool stuff it's got for it. The very first thing, you got the Valid Disciple raid, and then you have Preservation, 1 round completion of Preservation, you get the pinnacle gear. And then you have the Altar of Reflection Catalyst. You got 2 parts to this. Once you complete both parts, you gain the powerful gear Tier 1. And then you hop on over here, this is the second one. And then you hop down here, you got the weekly mission, which is Savathun's World. Complete the weekly campaign mission on any difficulty, and you get the powerful tier, and then you get a team score of 100,000 or better, you get pinnacle gear. And usually this will have some modifiers. This modifier today, you have Fire Pit when defeated, Acolyte spawn, fire pools that cause damage over time, Raider shields. Scorn Raiders now have Void shields, and then you'll come across the Overload and Unstoppable champions. And this week's campaign, it is the Ghost, and that's for the hero modifiers. And we're going to take a look at the Legend. The Legend, you got Fire Pit, Radar Shield, Champion Foes, Equipment Lock, Match Game, and Shielded Foes. Unfortunately, matchmaking is off on that. And then you have Master, which is Raider Shields, Champion Foes, Champion Mobs, Equipment Lock, Match Game, Attrition, which is Regeneration is greatly impaired. Defeating enemies may create wells of light. Then you have the Shielded Foes, which is Arc, Solar, and Void Shields. And then, of course, you have the Wellspring, which there is a really cool way to find out what this week's weapons and rotation is going to be. And as you can tell, it just popped up on the screen for you guys. So you're able to see the weekly rotation of the Wellsprings, the bosses, and what weapons, just in case you're trying to look for a certain weapon. Complete runs of the Wellspring. 3 complete runs gains you the powerful gear. Higher difficulty Wellspring runs, complete 1, you gain the pinnacle gear. Crown of Sorrows, you get 8 bounties, so you'll be able to gain your powerful tier with that. And now we're going to take a look at the Vanguard side of things, because this may take a little bit longer because all the modifiers I'm about to explain. And I do know that a lot of the modifiers within the Nightfalls are going to be the same. And then as you can tell, complete Nightfall strikes with higher difficulties grant the most efficient progress, which you gain a powerful tier, and then complete a Nightfall strike with a team score above 100,000, you get the pinnacle gear. The one thing I want to touch on, if you like to run with randoms, or if you go into a Nightfall by yourself and you're running with randoms, just kind of keep in mind, because a lot of people do this. I come across this all the time. People just fly by all the ads and everything and not thinking about it. You got to kill all the ads. You can't get to 100,000 without not killing the ads. You have to kill the ads. And then when you get to the final boss, I mean, yes, it's going to suck if you linger on with the boss, but you don't want to obliterate it to the point where none of the ads don't come out, especially if you're right there at like 80,000 and then the boss just dies. You could have got more by just letting the ads just kind of flow on out of the area. So as far as the Vanguard Ops playlist, all you have to do is complete 3 Vanguard Ops and then you'll gain your Vanguard Pinnacle gear, as long as you have the currently active elemental burn with it, and which that is Solar Singe, Stasis Singe, which these two both may not be up there, so it may more likely be the main Solar Singe, but usually Stasis is up there as well, which it'd be cool if they kept them both, because damage taken while you are airborne is greatly increased. And then this week only, you have all Vanguard rank points are doubled, as well as Crucible and as well as Gambit. So if you're a fan of any of those three, hop on in there, get your ranks up with Shax, Drifter, or Zavala. And now we're going to take a look at the Nightfall modifiers and everything you need to know. As far as Adept, all 3 of these modifiers are going to be pretty much the same. Well, that's not a modifier, but these 2 modifiers are going to be pretty much the same. And as well as, like the Master, Legend, all that's going to be pretty much the same as well. But as far as what modifiers you get Scorched Earth, enemies throw grenades significantly often. And then Acute Solar Burn, plus 25% solar damage dealt, and plus 50% solar damage received. Now we're going to take a look at Hero, which Hero, Scorched Earth, champion foes you'll face, barrier, and unstoppable champions. Closer when targets are nearby, you have improved slide. After sliding, your ranged weapons attacks deal increased damage for a short time. And then as well, you got the Acute Solar Burn, and obviously your rewards are going to be Exotic Gear, Enchantment Cores, Enchantment Prisms, and the modifiers for Legend, Scorched Earth, Champions, Equipment Lock, Match Game, Shielded Foes, your face, Combatants with Arc, Solar, Double Vanguard Points, Closer, and Acute Solar Burn. Master, you have Scorched Earth, Champion Foes, Attrition, Regeneration is greatly impaired, defeating enemies may create Wells of Light. Which, if you think about it, if you have Orbs of Light that kind of spawns out with your weapons, or you just got a bunch of Orbs of Lights running around, certain modifiers on your gear does regen your health, so that is something to look out for. And certain weapons, if you kill them, they also regenerate your health. Equipment Lock, Match Game, Champion Mobs, Shielded Foes, the Closer, and Acute Solar Burn. Now we're going to hop over to the Grandmaster Nightfall and look at all their modifiers. There's a few things that's a little bit different. I mean, you got Scorched Earth, you got the Barrier Champions and Unstoppable, then you got Shafe, Radar is disabled, and then the Grandmaster modifiers itself, Joiner Progress is disabled, Champion Mobs, Lot Loadout, Match Game, Extra Shields, which I don't see why they just do it this way and just kind of say, and not have all the icons there. But anyways, Match Game, you got Equipment Lock, you got Extinguish. If your fire team falls during a restricted zone, everyone is returned to orbit. You got Limited Revise. By gaining more Revise, all you have to do is defeat champions. And then there is more champions in this mode. Then as well, you got Shielded Foes, Double Vanguard Points. Then you got Bond's Challenge. Incoming Splash Damage increase, Knockback Damage and Distance increase. And then as well, you have Acute Solar Burn as another modifier. Now we're going to take a look at the tower, everything that you can get in the tower as far as bounties. Everybody from Drifter, Lord Shax, as well as Banshee, and as well as Zavala. All you have to do is pick up 8 bounties, complete them, and you're done. Usually I just go in and get Zavalas and then head on over to the Vanguards and just do all that while I'm there, and also get Banshees. And then if you got a really good clan, and also if you're looking into getting a part of a Destiny group, I run a group called True Guardians of Destiny. All you have to do is look down in the description. You'll be able to see the link to that. But all you have to do is complete bounties with your clan, and then you'll gain powerful gear of tier 2. If you go into the Dares of Eternity, you'll get to see the Agent of the Nine himself. So all you have to do is complete Dares of Eternity. Legend difficulty grants additional progress. 3 completions and that's it. You get powerful gear, and then all you have to do is get above 2500k or higher to get the pinnacle gear. If you run it solo like I do, there's a large portion of the time you may get the bonus round, and hopefully you get the bonus round. That kind of helps me out and helps everybody else out as well when they tend to try to get that score. So that's something to look out for. But anyways, guys and gals, I hope this journey through everything I just gave you, I hope this information is good with you. And if there's something that you want me to cover more on, just drop it down in the comments and let me know what you think, and I would definitely be doing it. Alright, Guardians, remember, eyes up, because this Fallen Captain is going to be coming back this Friday with the Xur inventory and location. So make sure you hit the subscribe and that bell notification so you don't want to be late aboarding the ether ship. Alright guys, I'm D3 and I will see you in the next video. Peace.